Well, hello. It's Jamie. Sarah's going to be right here. I thought we would kick off our last year in great fashion. So here's Sarah.
Good morning.
All right. Let me something. So we
Good morning.
good morning. Play
My-
the intro. Well, hello.
Here we are again.
Welcome to
from-
the final episode of A Week in Review with Jamie and Sarah.
Yep. Hi. I'm Sarah.
Uh,
That's Jamie, my husband.
just kidding.
Oh, yeah. And this week, have faith. What does that mean to you? Because you always pick the title. So you had something in mind when you come up with it.
Yeah, I think I was thinking of Faith Hill, and no, having faith, just having faith that everything's gonna pan out.
Yep, we have that faith.
It's been rough. It's been a rough go.
Yeah. Why has it been a rough go?
The business has been rough. People are getting freaked out about the economy, and yeah. So we just have to have faith. Everything's gonna be all right.
Should I start singing George Michael? You gotta have faith.
Yes. Go ahead.
That was it.
What does have faith mean to you?
Pretty much that. Just believe that. Just have a positive outlook, a positive spin on everything. Get up and have positive vibes. Tell yourself something positive. Tell yourself something positive in the morning, and just have faith that through that positivity, everything's gonna be all right, Mom.
Yeah, have faith that everything will be right. Yeah, that's kind of the underlying tone for this episode. So let's go ahead and hop into what happened this week.
What happened this week?
We did not get any new clients this week. That's what happened.
That's a bummer.
That was.
But you did laid a lot of
terrible.
work. You laid a lot of foundation. You did a lot of work.
Yep.
Laying the foundation
Did
for
a lot
next
of
week.
videos. Did
Yeah.
A lot of videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was brutal. But yeah, I did a lot of videos this week. I had several meetings, but not as many as I normally do.
You launched Hot August Nights.
I launched Hot August Nights. Yes,
Yep.
that was a big one. Hot August Nights is a special. So
Yep.
we're running a special. If you want to check it out, go to Bottleneck.Online/Hot August Nights with a dash in between each word.
Yep.
And so for the first time ever, we're discounting our pricing.
Mm-hmm. Do you know that we have over in our talent pool that have gone through the Bottleneck Academy, and they've learned
How to be a personal assistant.
CSR project coordinator, and how to create and document a workflow, and how to direct the client in the direction so they're the most efficient, make the most efficient use of the DA's time, so the client can focus on doing things to build their business. Like yesterday, you know what I did? I made videos, and I did some other things, but I wouldn't have the
shirt.
I wouldn't I wouldn't have the time to do that if I didn't have Chanel, who took over the duties of the tasks that I hated doing.
Yep.
So now I have lots of time to focus on other areas. So that's so we've got what 75 DAs right now that are fully trained up on the Bottleneck system. Anyway,
Yep.
Pretty cool. They are available. Reach
For
out
hire
on-
right now.
Yep.
And if with the Hot August nights, if you take advantage of it, we're taking 50% off of our onboarding fee, which is $500, so you only pay $250. And for the first 2 months, which is the onboarding phase,
Mhm.
we're taking $500 a month off of the price.
Yep. That's a great deal.
$500 a month, so $1,250 in savings.
Yep. That's
And
a big deal.
That's going on through August 31st.
Yeah. So reach out, contact us. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
So that's what happened this week. And payroll went through, and guess what I had to do? One thing. Take a phone call, approve a transfer. I love payroll. I don't do it anymore.
Well, all I know is everybody got paid. That's a good thing.
Yep.
All right. You want to hear about what's coming on next week?
Yep. I'd love to do it.
All right. Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you one thing that happened last week. I did.
You did.
But this next week, what are we doing?
Let's see. We're going to a comedy show on Saturday night. Kind of excited for that.
It's supposed to be a surprise for her. But...
And then, we're going to a local minor league baseball game tonight. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't been to a baseball game in what, 3-4 years?
Probably something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's been a while.
Since we went, I think there. What year was that? I'll be right back.
We went to a real Cardinals like the
2019.
2019, and then I don't think we've been to the Springfield Cardinals.
Oh, I think the last time we went was when
We went with a group. Oh no, you and I went with your daughter.
Oh yeah.
3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Wow.
Oh, and we saw Nate was there filming, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. How you doing, Nate?
Yep.
Is Nate still out in Colorado?
I think so.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Data scientist now or something like that.
Ooh.
And then so next week, work-wise, Saturday, I believe, the 27th. Is that Saturday?
I am not sure.
Next week. I believe next Saturday is the 27th. That is the 1-year anniversary of Quit Repeating Yourself. So that's kind of exciting. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about
That's
that.
cool. You're right.
Gordon, what has kept your faith in other challenging times? Oh, that's a good question. Ooh. This person.
That was easy.
Yeah, that was pretty easy. That and the fact that, as her grandma said, it all quilts out.
Yep.
We know it'll work out. We definitely know it'll work out. It's just it's gonna take some quilting. It's gonna take some work. But I think it's just we just got to get the word out. People have to see what we're doing, and we got to come up with that magical hook, whatever that is. So we'll be working a lot on that this week. I do have a meeting with a marketing team this week, and they're going to give me some ideas and things like that. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. It is scary. And the only reason it's scary and stressful, I would add, is that we don't know, and not knowing is challenging. However, that being said, as long as you keep doing the right thing and you just never give up, that's where I think we have the faith that everything will work out.
Yeah. How did you had a live or a podcast or something yesterday with Phil? How was that?
I had that's what I did this week. Phil Singleton, he's amazing, by the way. He and I chatted yesterday on a Thursday of all days. Usually it's a Wednesday, but we chatted yesterday for about an hour,
Wow.
It's supposed to be 30 minutes, but for about an hour we chatted, and yeah, it was a great conversation, learning how to grow an agency, not revenue wise, but profitability wise.
Ooh.
Both, but focusing on the profitability. And he's grown his EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. He's grown that to 7 figures, multiple 7 figures. Now that is a profitable agency.
That is. Way to go,
And the
Phil.
secret, you got to listen to
Oh,
watch it.
what's the secret?
Well, you got to watch
Okay.
you got to watch the episode.
Just
Wait,
whisper in my ear.
he says
Tell me
it's a
what it is.
secret.
Oh, I love it.
Keeps the
No,
cost
that's a great secret.
So that happened. And then this week is seriously, it's just a bunch of grassroots marketing, me reaching out. I'm low crawling on the ground, getting dirty. Bullets are winging by me, but I don't care. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. My elbows are gonna start bleeding like they did in basic. And yep, gonna keep going.
Crawling through the trenches. There you go. Or under the wire, or under the live fire, or whatever it is you're doing.
Yep.
I guess it's kind of live fire.
Yep. You've been a top salesperson in other industries. Some of those were incredibly competitive, and you've always been a top 1%. Why would this be any different? Good question. Good question. I guess.
I can answer that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I can answer that.
Oh.
You were a little burnt out, and you didn't want to do it anymore.
Yep.
And you wanted to delegate that to others.
Mm-hmm.
And we were delegating to the wrong people.
Yep.
They didn't know our message.
Yep.
And I think that's what it is. And now Jamie's realizing he's got to get back in, and because he knows the messaging better than anyone. And that's just, and now that we have such a great, incredible team in place that can support everything else, Jamie can focus on that.
Yep. Plus, the way that I did used to sell when I worked for corporate, that was weird. When we did that and I worked and I sold in corporate America, I did it kind of, if I was to do it today, I'd be embarrassed. And not now, that's just the way I feel. I just don't like the suit and tie and greasy palm kind of, there's all the sales tactics that we learned. We learned so many ways of manipulating people, and it was all about the dollars and all about the income, and it just really turned me off. And as I look at what's happening and what's working in our industry, it's a lot of like hustle, and it's I just really wanted to differentiate myself from that and not be the hustle type person mentality. And if this isn't working, but wait, there's more. There's so many people. Hey, you got to work 12 hours a day. You've got to work 16 hours a day. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to keep going. I think we're back.
Hi.
That's
Can you see
crazy.
us?
Look, apparently we were using Wi-Fi and we're using the hardwire connection.
Yep.
So what was I saying? I don't know. I don't know what you guys missed, but
we were talking about how you don't like buy now.
oh yeah, I don't like being I just don't. I just like educating people. I love being able to answer questions and see, put them in a position to where life is better for them, and I love doing it. I love that aspect of it. Unfortunately, what I see happening is there's other companies that have been around a lot less time than we have. Started around, after the pandemic, and we should do this because we can make a lot of money, and they do, but it's just a hustle mentality, and geez, it just turns me off, and I don't want to do that, but unfortunately, there's too many people counting on me, and there's too many business leaders and agency owners out there that need our service, that need our support. And I need to get over my own self and get out there and do it. And I need to do it. I'm trying to still do it in a unique way. But unfortunately, the way that people are receiving this message is not the way that I've been delivering it. Does that make sense?
No.
Yeah.
He's frustrated. And it's okay, because you know what? We can hustle, but we can hustle in a way that aligns with our core values.
Sure hope
We're
so.
fine.
Sure hope so.
So, could somebody make this guy smile?
All right.
On a happy note, why a training system?
Yeah. Why a training system? That's a good question. But let me first say that I love the fact that somebody gave me a 1-star review in Amazon. Somebody put 1 star, but they left no comment. What does that mean?
Yeah.
If you put a 1 star, tell me why you didn't like the book, right? Instead of just 1 star. So that makes me think someone doesn't like me personally or something.
Probably.
I love getting negative reviews. It helps me improve. So tell me what I can do better.
Like it was
and
your
I will
first
do
book.
it. Want to be the good pirate that helps ships stay safe. Kind of want to be the bad pirate. I want to be the bad pirate, but kind of like in a good way. What was that?
Why a training system? This is chapter 5 from Quit Repeating Yourself.
Chapter 8. That would be chapter 8,
sorry.
I believe.
My eyes are.
Chapter 8 from Why a Training System. This is good. So if you get my book, Quit Repeating Yourself, by going to quitrepeatingyourself.com, that's quitrepeatingyourself.com, #QROY, #Quit Repeating Yourself, going to quitrepeatingyourself.com, you may come across chapter 8. And in chapter 8, it asks why a training system. I think a training system is very valuable. Training systems will not only differentiate you from your competition, but they will give a proper platform for people to learn the way you want or you believe the vision or the direction of your company in which it needs to go. What are you doing? How are you supporting other people, your clients? How do you get clients? What is your message? How do you think? What is your tone? What is your voice? All of this is very, very important. And without a structured training program so that people can learn not only the role, but their responsibilities within that given role, it's going to be extremely difficult to retain top talent. Without a training system, this doesn't happen. When I first hired my personal assistant, Raina, it took me 90 days to train her because she documented what she did on a daily basis based on my instruction in working with her. When she was promoted 3.5 years later to director of operations, I needed a new personal assistant. Because of all that documentation, it only took 2 weeks for Ella, my new assistant, to get trained up. That's because we had a training system in place. That's one reason why you need to have a training system in place. The others are so you know how to talk to clients, you know how to do the work, you know how to complete tasks, you know when a task is completed because we've identified signals, and you learn all the different lingo and all of that kind of stuff so that we can communicate effectively internally and externally. We know not to use all of our internal lingo externally because people won't understand that. But these are all parts of the training system. And that's why I think training systems in businesses are extremely valuable.
I love it.
That's it. All right. Well, let's go into the next one here. What do we got? Shout outs. It's Bottleneck shout out time, people. Who do you got a shout out for?
I got a shout out for John and Deb and Wes Adcock at Burl
awesome.
Huey. Yes.
They are awesome.
They're fantastic friends, and they're also they have a excavation landscaping company, and they're helping us with a project, and they're just so they're such good people, and they're just so amazing, and they want to do everything correctly, so you don't have to come back and repair things, and they do it right the first time. You know, they align with us. It's like, you know, when you do a job, you do it right the first time. You do it like you would want to do it yourself. Like, if I did this job for myself, that's the quality I want. It's like trying to find somebody. We don't have a cleaning person, but I know people try to find people to clean their houses for them, and they can't find anybody because nobody cleans it. They're never satisfied. Nobody cleans it as well as they clean their own place.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, big shout out to John and Wes and Deb Adcock over at Burl Huey Excavating. So big thank you to them. And of course, I always have a shout out to Chanel for once again making my life awesome by taking care of all the payroll and bookkeeping and all of those lovely things that I absolutely cannot stand to do.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And my shout out will go to Kevin Pruitt of podbrandmedia.com. If you're looking to grow your message with a podcast, he'll actually come and do the podcast for you on your behalf. He'll be your host representing your brand. So if you go to podbrandmedia.com, you can learn more. I was just on his podcast yesterday, Rising Tide, and it was nice because we hadn't talked since 2019. So it was a nice catch-up time, and it was just nice touching base with him. He's an amazing, talented, super nice person. He said, Jamie, you might be the nicest person I ever met. And I said, you know what? I think you might be the nicest person I ever met. And he goes, you've never seen me behind the wheel in the car. So that was pretty neat. Yeah. Kevin Pruitt, thank you so much for having me on your podcast, Rising Tide. And if you want to learn more about him, go to podbrandmedia.com. I thought that was pretty cool. He's a nice fella.
Yep.
You want to take us home?
I'd love to.
All right. Let me see. I gotta run through this. Sarah and Jamie, and that's our website, emails, and Facebooks, and LinkedIn's. And
while you're doing that, this is our last show.
It is.
Yep. So now you can find us in the archives.
And
I'll show you where you can find us.
Oh, yeah.
So we're just not doing structured lives anymore. They'll be random.
Yep.
You'll catch us when we have the juiciest of tidbits to share and something exciting has happened, and we can't wait to jump on and tell everybody about it.
Yep. And we'll see. Hopefully we can get this machine cranking. So you want to take us home?
Mm-hmm. Learn how you can break through the bottleneck in your business today. Bottleneck.Online /BTV, where you can find this episode, past episodes of A Week in Review, and Live with Bottleneck.
And by the way, that will still be available because we're still going to be adding to Bottleneck Television. We'll just be doing it in a different way than Live with Bottleneck. So Live with Bottleneck only has 3 more episodes, and this is our last Bottleneck with a Weir. All right.
And of course, Quit Repeating Yourself, this book that gets mostly 5 stars and got 1 star. And please, why? Quit repeating yourself. Hashtag quit repeating yourself. Hashtag QRY. Visit quitrepeatingyourself.com. Quit repeating yourself for how today's leaders are using systems and processes to grow their business the right way.
Yes.
This has been A Week in Review with Jamie and me, Sarah. Have Faith, Friday, August 19th, 2022 at 10 to 10:30. Oh, we're right on time.
And look at that. Richard said Godspeed. Richard, thank you so much, man. That's awesome. Don't worry, we will be around. We will just be in a different presentation mode. So thank you so much for your input, your feedback, your questions along the way. That's really cool of you. Thank you, man. Let me see. I was trying to take off the comment.
Previously on live, how to create a 7-digit agency.
EBITDA.
EBITDA.
Earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization.
Awesome.
Basically, what your the profit. You're not talking about revenue. We did $3 million last year. Yeah, what was your EBITDA? $1.
With Phil Singleton. I love Phil. He's the founder and CEO of Kansas City Web Design and SEO. He does fantastic work. And then coming soon to your earbuds, renewing business-to-business operations through custom software in the age of SaaS with Ian Robinson, the president of Enliven. Ooh, that's on Wednesday, August 24th. Next week at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern.
That should be a good one.
Yeah.
That should be a good one. Well, we want to say thank you so much again. Don't forget, create your own ripple, wherever it's at, right up there. And have a fantastic day.
Have a fantastic weekend.
And this is us signing off for this particular show, but don't worry, we will be back in a different way. So thank you so much. Have a great one. And I guess
stay positive and keep the faith.
Keep the faith, man. Just keep it. All right. Bye for now.
Bye.